I suppose I'm a fool for expecting any kind of quality control in an unlicensed NES game. Or any quality period. But even for an unlicensed piece of crap, this game has one of the most broken and frustrating levels I've ever played. So anyway, let's get into it. Levels from Hell, Titanic for the NES, the Rising Water level. You start the level out at the bottom of the ship. Now you can choose between Jack or Rose at the beginning of the game. But it really doesn't matter who you pick because they both control about the same. Which is to say terribly. So pick your poison, my friends, because it doesn't matter either way. And right from the start, you can see one big flaw in the level design. It's the water itself. Specifically, how it covers up both your hit meter and your lives counter. What cunt waffle made it so that you can't see this vital information? It is just crazy. At the rate they're going, they may as well have covered up half the screen too. There's also these falling metal things that can hurt you. What are they? Fuck, I don't know. The TX's IUDs or Megatron's butt plugs? And thanks to the rising water, there's no way to tell how much damage they cause, so you're just gonna have to fucking guess. So anyway, your mission in this level is to outrun the rising water and get to safety. Now this might have been a good idea for a level, if it was done with any degree of competence. But of course it wasn't. The first problem here is that there's no indication of where to go. You may think you need to go through certain areas like these hallways here, but no, they're dead ends. Oh sure, you can pick up some extra hearts here, even though they don't give you any extra life, which doesn't make any sense. Whatever though. But these areas are traps. Take too long going the wrong way, and by the time you get back, the water will be too high for you to escape. So then you lose a life. Shame Jack and Rose can't swim! Oh wait, they fucking can. The game just conveniently forgot that fact. Worse still, the game doesn't give you a clue as to what is the correct path. That's right. It's a guessing game. And this little game will cost Jack and Rose their lives on more than one occasion. You know, if the characters had to go through this much shit in the movie, they never would have made it out of steerage. Would it have been too much to ask for an arrow or some other sign to point the way? Of course it would! What really wrecks this level, though, is the jumping. Simply put, it is absolutely fucking awful! Okay, now at first it doesn't seem too bad. You have to jump onto these platforms, climb onto them, and keep moving. But some of these jumps are really fucking bad. Like this one here. It may look innocent enough, but the shitty collision detection programming makes it nearly impossible! This is literally one of the worst jumps I've ever seen in a game. Honestly, I'm still not even sure about the spacing for this jump. As I said earlier, the poor collision detection makes it chancy at best. Hell, in this one part you can even climb through the floor and jump through part of the ceiling. So I guess the game designers spend all their time whacking off to elder porn instead of, you know, programming in some real collision detection. And again, the game gives you no clue where to go, so sometimes you can't even be sure where to jump. Oh lord, I'd rather eat out James Cameron's wrinkly old ass than play 10 more seconds of this shit! Oh, but the fun's not done yet, oh no! After that clusterfuck, there's this area with the ladders. And once again, the game designers don't give you a fucking clue where to go! Plus, they decide to be pricks and give you these mini ladders just to confuse you even more. Look, I know there's a lot of trial and error when it comes to playing video games. But there's trial and error, and then there's just fucking with you. And this is just fucking with you. The game designers are just punking me now. I know it. Bunch of fart-sniffing cocksuckers. And these ladders just keep going on and on and on. Apparently my heart's not the only thing that's going on. So is this fucking level. The funny thing is that this level is actually not that long, but it feels like it takes forever to get through because of these dead ends and frustrating jumps. What's even more odd, though, is that in this one part here, sometimes you die and get a checkpoint, and sometimes you go all the way back to the beginning. So even the checkpoints in this level weren't well programmed. Why am I not surprised? And again in this last part, just to fuck with you a little bit more, they throw in another trap hallway. But they do give you an extra life in the form of this Heart of the Ocean necklace. Gee, how generous of them! Too bad I can't see it on account of this fucking rising water. Then the game tosses in one more kick in the nuts. And how, you might ask? The game doesn't give you any hint that you have to go down this one hallway on the right here or else you'll drown. And then at long last, you finally escape this awful fucking level. And I wouldn't blame anybody for quitting the game at this point because, trust me, it doesn't get any better from here. About the only good thing I can say for this level is that you do get some limited continues. But the idea of continuing this level is about as appealing as continually lighting my balls on fire. And is it just me, or does the Titanic look like a toy boat going down in this continue screen? Oh, whatever. The bottom line is that this level is a complete piece of shit, and you'd be doing yourself a real big favor by avoiding it. So in conclusion, I wish an iceberg could have slammed into the building where this piece of degraded cunt cheese was made. Because at least that would have spared us all from this nightmare of a fucking level. This is Film and Stuff, signing off. Thanks for watching. Oh Lord, I'd rather eat out James Cameron's wrinkly old ass than play 10 more seconds of this shit!